पतंजलि च्यवनप्राश प्रो रेसलिंग लीग सीजन 3 में अब वक्त है महिलाओं के 62 यानी कि 62 किलोग्राम वर्ग कुश्ती का। देवियों सज्जनों, हरियाणा हैमर्स की ओर से आ रही हैं सरिता कुमारी। पतंजलि च्यवनप्राश प्रो रेसलिंग लीग सीजन 3 में इस समय के महिलाओं के 62 किलोग्राम वर्ग कुश्ती में एनसीआर पंजाब रॉयल्स की ओर से आ रही हैं लात्विया मूल की अनास्तासिया ग्रेगोरिएवा।
Well, Punjab Royals found their heroine in Pooja Danda. Now Sarita is what Haryana Hammers are looking for, the same sort of performance. 22-year-old, she's up against a person who on record looks superior, Anastasija Grigorjeva from Latvia. She has on her record a World Championship bronze medal, the more experienced wrestler at that top level. Dinesh Gund is the referee, and Sarita on her shoulders the whole job of keeping Haryana Hammers in this match.
Succinctly put by Tom Taylor there. Simple scenario: you win this, you stay alive and fight in the last bout of the day. You lose this one and that final bout of the day becomes a mere formality. That's the way it stands for the Haryana Hammers. And the reason why it's come to this is because the current Olympic and world champion was beaten by Pooja Danda earlier in the evening. And the tie score is 3-2 in favor of the Punjab Royals at the moment. Now, Anastasija is the favoured wrestler, the favourite in the blue costume and the blue tag, the blue belt around her waist. That's drawn around her waist, while Sarita in the orange costume.
In her first match, she beat Geeta Phogat from UP Dangal 14-2, was blocked in the second one, so obviously commands respect. They didn't want to fight her in that second match via Marathas, keeping her out, but everything, as I was saying, on Sarita's shoulders, the 22-year-old. Can she come up with the performance of her career so far?
She's had a couple of wins, hasn't she, as Sarita went on to beat Manju and then Monia as well. But this is a totally different contest when you're up against the bronze medalist at the World Championships.
And Dinesh Gund signalling with his right hand, the one with the blue tag on it. Now, have we got... No, in fact, it's gone the other way. The passivity warning goes in to Sarita, so she's got to do something in the next 30 seconds or she'll go behind by 1 point for passivity.
So that's the way it stands, 30 seconds to try and score, otherwise you concede a point. And what that does is it puts pressure on the grappler who's trying to score. At the other point of time, Anastasija, who can be content in defending, can also capitalize on the initial aggression that Sarita showed. A takedown here for Anastasija for 2 points. She's over Haryana Hammers. We'll have to see. In fact, great for the Punjab Royals. Haryana Hammers in trouble. Punjab Royals, 2 to their kitty there in the blue corner. The red for the Haryana Hammers, and Sarita being taken down, looking to be aggressive. And that's what I was talking about. The moment you're trying to score, you end up making defensive lapses that can be capitalized on.
Anastasija Grigorjeva from Latvia. Right up there in the top echelons of the sport. Quite an achievement for somebody from the country where wrestling is not one of the biggest sports. And she's going to run down the clock at the end of this first period, and will go into the second period with a 2-point lead.
There it is.
To do, she's got to overturn a 2-point lead for Anastasija Grigorjeva.
If you're a Hammers fan, you'd say, well, it's good to lose during the league stage rather than lose in the finals. But another takedown here by Anastasija. 2 more points for the Punjab Royals grappler. And now looking to flip over Sarita to score another couple. Not managed it just yet. But she'll have to release the hold.
Yeah, tried to actually rock her one way and then take advantage by taking her back the other way, but well defended by Sarita. But she couldn't answer the takedown. This is good defense. Looked as if she was going to go over to the right as we look at it, and then swung it back the other way. 4 points though, Anastasija Grigorjeva's lead.
And this could well be enough. Now remember, if Anastasija were to win this bout, which it does seem would be the likely outcome, it would be the first loss for the Haryana Hammers. In the group stage, Bhupinder looking worried, the team owner for the Haryana Hammers. He was with us in the comm box. I thought he had this bout in the bag. Not so. A push out. Is it going to be 1 point awarded? Yes. She's taken her opponent out of the wrestling area onto the protection zone, and while still being in control. So there's still got to be contact between the two wrestlers when the push out happens for the point to be awarded.
Yes, the niceties of the fine points of the rulings. You know, a shove from a meter in, not enough. You've got to be in control, as Raman Banot was saying there. And she was, as judged by the referee Dinesh Gund.
Time's running out here for Sarita. Just over a minute to go. And Dharampal, the owner of Punjab Royals, I think that camp's just about ready to start celebrating.
Yeah, he's on tenterhooks, and he must feel fairly confident, because I think we've got to admit Sarita actually hasn't really looked as if she's making any attack tell, and that was exactly what we were talking about before. The shove was from well inside the protection zone and right on the mat, so the point not given.
The follow-up happened. The key was there was a shove, all right, but then when her opponent went to the ground, she actually followed it up and made contact and then pushed her out to the safety zone. Therefore, got a point. So 6-0 at the moment in favor of Anastasija, with 30 seconds and under at the moment left for Sarita. That's all the time that the Hammers have to try and make a comeback in this contest.
It's all over bar the shouting. She doesn't look to have the sort of power and skill to go for a pinfall, and that is the only thing that can change this scoreline in her favour. 4, 3, 2, 1. The crowd are counting down with them, and that's it. Victory for Anastasija Grigorjeva, and more importantly for Punjab Royals, and there they can start to celebrate.
Anastasija Grigorjeva, the bronze medalist at the World Championships 2017, a silver at the European Championships, but most importantly a win here, and that sent the NCR Punjab Royals camp into a tizzy.